was.
Speaking of iconic roles, our good friend Trisha Lightfoot is here for Triple P parenting. Brought to you by Triple P of Elkhart County. Trisha, good morning.
Good morning.
Trisha, thank you for. We love it when you come in every Friday morning. For those who don't know, Triple P parenting, Triple P with Trisha, is the show where you come in every Friday morning and we talk about the perfect game that Cody almost bowled last night. This is amazing. 1 pin away from glory.
It wasn't. Okay, you're being very generous describing the game.
I don't know if I'm being generous or easily impressed. My highest game I've ever bowled is a 113. So by my standards, you're from the Mount Olympus of bowling.
So I bowled a 234, which is far from a perfect game.
Okay, that doesn't sound like it's close to a perfect game.
Far from a 300.
But you only left 3 pins standing.
Those are the facts.
That's amazing.
Facts are facts. I looked at 130 pins and I knocked 127 of them down.
Trisha, do you bowl?
Not for a while.
But because of they weren't all strikes. Like some of them were spares. And so then I left a couple at the end.
You missed 3 pins out of 120, and you only get a 234?
Yeah. So there's not a lot of difference between a 234. Like it's all about the strikes. If you don't get strikes, you don't get all of those bonus pins.
Okay. Well done.
Thank you.
The man got 117 out of 120 pins. Knocked
Pretty
down.
impressive.
It is now. That we would have a score that high in our parenting. Fortunately, the Lord provides grace, and our kids provide grace too when we deal with them in the right way. Mm-hmm. And we always get great tips from you, Trisha, and we're so thankful for Triple P of Elkhart County. Let's give the website real quick before we get into today's topic.
All right.
We want people to avail yourselves of these resources. It's such a great resource. TriplePElkhartCounty.org.
Yes, sir. So check us out. We have a lot of events coming up. We're at Elkhart Public Library, CAPS in Elkhart, Goshen Hospital. We've got teen subjects coming up. We have, elementary, middle school age groups coming up.
Any bowling tournaments?
No.
No, because your events are all free.
Yeah.
Which is great. No cost for Triple P of Elkhart County.
No cost.
That's awesome.
So today I'd like to talk about lying. Because lying with our kids can be a challenge, and we don't always know what to do once it happens. We all love it. It's like, yes, our kids are great. They're amazing. They'll never lie to us. We have a great relationship. And then one day it happens, and you're so caught off guard, you don't know what to do. Or you've discovered your 2-year-old is actually quite the proficient little liar, and you have absolutely no idea where it's coming from and why they're even lying.
The problem with lying, you don't know they're doing it when it's happening most of the time.
Most of the time. Sometimes you do.
Yeah, sometimes it's obvious.
Yes.
Sometimes you do. And I've had parents who are like, I saw her do this. I know she's lying. She knows I saw her, but she's still lying to me about it. What do I do?
And there's a verse in the Bible, I don't have it memerized, but it's something along the lines of sin begins with a seed and comes full flower and ultimately leads to death if it continues. And in the Barney Fife translation that reads nip it in the bud. Because sometimes I'm tempted, like you're saying, like our youngest, our little boy, I'm not going to name him because we're talking about lying, but he'll say something and I'll even think, I'll kind of think, he's such a sweetheart and he's so good and honest and he's a little boy and he'll grow out of that. And then it's like the voice of the Lord, like, because I gave him parents who will help him grow up.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's a common
good observation there.
A common myth that a lot of us as parents can fall into is like, oh, they'll just grow out of it. They won't if you don't guide them, if you don't train them. So that's important to realize. Like, yeah, it'd be a lot easier if we could just let it go and hope they grow out of it, but they won't. So we have to help them. And lying can be really confusing for kids because as a society, sometimes it's like, yes, you told the truth. Good job. Other times, like, you told the truth. How dare you?
Right.
So they get mixed messages all the time just from society. And then there's white lies. Like, some people believe that white lies are okay to spare another person's feelings. And then there's like the standards within your own home. There's the standards at school. There's the standards out in the general world.
So true.
And then,
life is hard to be a kid.
How can we encourage our kids to tell the truth and discern between all that? It is challenging.
It is challenging. And we as parents, we can inadvertently lie throughout the day without even realizing it. And I caught this with myself. And I'd be like, okay, guys, it's 9:15. Start to get ready for bed. And then they look at the clock like, hold up, Mom. It's 9:12. I'm like, okay, but it's close enough. So come on, we're rounding up.
Meantime, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yes, I was lying. Did I mean to lie? No.
A rounding error.
Yeah. In my brain, it's not a big deal, but to them it was.
Right.
And, fact is fact, like Cody was saying earlier.
Yep.
So that makes a difference.
The simple fact is if you leave 3 pins standing out of 120, it's not a perfect game.
It's not.
So what we can do is we can encourage our children to tell the truth. So perhaps your child has lied to you repeatedly. Maybe you didn't handle it the best way, and there's a bit of tension when it comes to confronting the lies. So what I would encourage you to do as a parent is start small. Start with something you have absolute proof on, whether they did it or not. Keep yourself calm, because what you're having to do is rebuild trust with that child now. So ask them something you know the answer to, like, have you cleaned up your bedroom? Did you finish the laundry? Have you completed all your homework today? You already know the answer to these already.
Easily verifiable, cut and dry. You already know. Okay.
Yes. And then listen and allow them to practice telling you the truth. So, yes, I cleaned my room. Good, great. Thank you for telling me the truth. You're putting that seed in there, telling me the truth.
That's a good thing to do.
That's what you want. Yeah. Yes, you're saying nicely.
Catch them doing things right.
And then like, no, I haven't finished my homework. All right. Thanks for telling me that you haven't done your homework. I appreciate you telling the truth. It's not easy, but okay. What are you going to do to finish your homework?
Yep.
How can I help? So even when they don't tell you the truth, make sure you're still a safe place, because we want our kids to feel the safest when they fail at home, because they know mom and dad got their back.
That's good. That's so good.
So it's not always easy, because I know, like, as a mom, I told them to do the dishes. I told them to have it done. I still didn't do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, control my temper, bring my emotions down. Okay, guys, thanks for telling me you didn't do it. Now, what are you going to do to get them done?
I like how you say that. Stay a safe place. Because we're home base for their heart. We want to be home base for their heart. We want to stay home base for their heart. Home base doesn't give you free runs you didn't earn or that aren't honest, but it is dependable and predictable and safe.
Yes, and if we want our kids to be able to tell the truth about the big things when they're feeling really awkward and going through puberty and stuff, like, we've got to start when they're small and when they're little. So keep that trust going strong. But when they do lie, you do need to have some consequences. So you need to be able to manage it. Yes,
I'm sorry.
Doug.
Can I just interject?
Sure.
Talked about the importance of starting little, which of course I know is so true. And is this right? I want to give some hope to people who feel like they missed the window of the little years.
Yeah.
Or even the whole childhood. Like, you can rebuild trust.
Oh, yes.
It's just much, much easier to maintain it in the first place.
But you'd be surprised at how quickly it can be rebuilt.
Really?
Like, I have the privilege of working with several different families, and I've seen the tiniest little changes turn a family around in just a couple of short weeks.
Oh, that's encouraging.
And, like, these strategies work.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is just one glimmer of trust after there's not been any at all.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they can start believing in it again.
Yeah, it's like the Tower of Jenga. You just got to shove it back in there and make it stronger again.
I'm telling you, there's someone listening right now, maybe a bunch of someone's, and you feel like, first of all, hi, thanks for listening. You feel like God just put a lasso of hope around you. Hold on to that lasso. Go to PPLCartCounty.org and ask about it. Ask about it. Say, I heard on WFRN that it's actually surprisingly easy to rebuild trust with my kids. Can you help me? Boy, would you guys love to help that parent.
We would. And you can email us anytime at info@PPLCartCounty.org, and we will talk to you about any topic that's not even mentioned on air.
Very cool. Very cool.
But what do you do when your child does lie? Because we have to be able to manage this, because we still have to be in charge as a parent, helping mold and guide them.
I have learned from Lisa Rose early on, you don't laugh. That's one thing you don't do.
And that's really hard sometimes, because darn it, they're cute.
It's so ridiculous and cute. Yeah.
But we just need to lay it straight out there. Say, like, you know what, Bob, you're not telling me the truth about the laundry.
Bob?
You've not started the washing machine, so you don't get any game time tonight. Short, sweet, simple,
calm, reasonable, no drama, but clear consequence.
Yes. And then they still need to do the laundry.
A lesson that I've learned over the years is to not grab too hard at too huge of a consequence, because then you might not follow through with it.
Exactly.
Like, we've failed there before. We're like, oh no, we threatened this big consequence, and now we have to follow. Like, that's a consequence for the whole family. Do we actually want to follow through with that? And sometimes we haven't, and that hasn't been good.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay to step back as a parent and admit that to your kids. You know what? In the heat of the moment, I was unreasonable, so I thought rationally about it now, and this actually would fit better.
Yeah. Okay.
With that,
cool. Thank you.
There's never shame in apologizing to your child. You're owning it.
Amen.
You're demonstrating truthfulness.
Yes.
You're demonstrating humility.
You're melting that wall that can grow up slowly between their heart and your heart.
So there's a lot that comes with being honest with your kids.
Great insight.
I don't want to be too ADD right now. Actually, I'm going to be. I can't help but notice that you referred to a child presumably born in the 21st century as Bob. Is that name coming back into usage?
It's my oldest son's favorite name to just randomly spout out.
So great.
Oh my goodness, who did this? It was Bob. It's just this ongoing joke in the house. So that's the name they gave me the other day to use today.
That's so great. I love it.
So if you'd like more insights on how to help your child stop lying, give us a call, send us an email at info@PPPelkhartCounty.org. We have several more strategies to help manage lying that have not been mentioned today. So look us up.
There's more.
All events are always free. And what that means is there's no fee. So come on
nice
in.
Rhyme.
Thank you. Go to PPPelkhartCounty.org. Trisha, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.